Hi, it's Keeping the Old Man out here. People often ask me, what's it like for an old man cycling and living in Spain? And here are my honest answers. The Spanish people are super friendly, very noisy, very sociable, and a lot of fun. You must always say hello. You must always say goodbye. Even if you're in a cafe or a retail shop, they think it's very rude if you don't say good morning or goodbye. It's part of the culture. So it pays you to learn a few phrases, be polite, and you'll be surprised at what a great reaction that you get from the Spanish. The Spanish are also very noisy. When the Spanish get together for a party, there is music, there is chatter, there are arguments, there is dancing, everybody is speaking at the same time. Don't go and live on the coast in a holiday home, in a holiday resort, because Easter and summer will be hell. The Spanish are very family oriented. It's a superpower in Spain to be old or very young. If you are old, you get treated with the utmost respect. Everybody looks out for you, and it's next level friendly. Healthcare. We are on the Spanish healthcare system due to the fact that we worked autonomo for 5 years. The healthcare system, in my opinion, is very good. But it's a long time since I was in the UK using the healthcare services there. So over here, you can get an appointment with your doctor within 2 days. Over here, if you have an emergency, you can walk down to the walk-in clinic to get seen there and then. If you have a new visa over here, then you will be required to have the top healthcare that the private sector can offer. And you will have to prove that you've purchased it. And that could be $5,000 a year per person. Generally, very good though. It's not unusual to get 2 coffees, 2 Cokes, maybe a cake, and you'll be paying around about €8. Which brings us on to the cost of living in Spain. Whilst the cost of living we find is much cheaper than in the UK, it is on the rise. But you can get a menu del dia that is 3 courses with a drink, a good one, for €15. A Chinese menu del dia, €15-16 with a drink. Electricity is cheaper. Gas, we buy in bottles, which is cheap because it's discounted. The only things that are really expensive are things like second-hand furniture, cars. New cars and second-hand cars are very expensive. Things like your water bill and your council tax are next to nothing. My council tax is €400 a year. It is much cheaper, but we need to keep in mind that it's cheaper because the Spanish are a lot poorer than the UK. Integration. Well, as a North European, we will find it very difficult to integrate. Some parts of it we'll find easy, other parts of it we'll find difficult. For example, we tried eating much later, we tried getting up much earlier. Eventually, our circadian rhythms brought us back down to the North European way, and we didn't integrate so much. We have Spanish friends, although they would see us as conocidos and not friends. It's quite difficult to mix with them, except when you're out cycling, then they are super friendly We'd love to try a bit of English out on you, and for you to try a little bit of Spanish out on them. They are super friendly, but the culture couldn't be any more different than the English, and really than most Northern European countries. Taxes. Spain is a high tax country. They look for every single way that they can squeeze a little bit of tax out of you. So even the average Joe like me, you have to have an accountant in order to do your taxes. There are many fines, big fines, if you don't pay your taxes. A lot of Brits think they can get away with it for a long time, but sooner or later they will catch up with you, and the fine will most likely be way in excess of what you owe. I have known someone get fined 26,000 euros. You must pay your taxes, and you must pay them on time, and you must use an accountant. You cannot file it on your own. The language. You do need to learn the language. Spanish institutions are becoming less and less accepting of people not being able to speak the language. For example, if you go to hospital and you can't speak the language, you have to take a translator. And the same if you go to the police station or any official function. So you do need to learn the language. And the reason that they're getting frustrated with the English and the rest of Europe is that they all are having to speak at least one other language, whether it be Valenciano, Catalonia or Basque. And they, quite frankly, just get a little bit fed up of Europeans coming over and just being entitled. In Spain, they do offer free lessons for you to learn Spanish. Learning Spanish is not easy, it's very different. But it is doable, but it's hard work and you need to dedicate an hour or so a day. Cities. Spain has wonderful historic cities, fabulous to visit with cheap accommodation. It has more UNESCO heritage sites than any other country in the world. The red tape, it can grind you down. Quite often we have to employ gestors, clerks that will do all this for you, but the costs soon add up. My wife and I, we love it here. We love the cycling, we love the roads, we love the people. We would never go back. I hope you found that useful. I'm sorry I have a face for radio, but I can't help that. If you did find it useful, feel free, give me the thumbs up, make a subscription, and feel free to ask me any questions. I will always answer the questions. Hasta la vista, baby.